Okay. Hey everybody, it's Matthew Lee with the Tao of Kung Fu in San Francisco, California. And today I was going to go over some exercises and talk about the 1-inch punch, the infamous 1-inch punch, and how you can develop the ability to do this. It's not taught very frequently, and a lot of times when I've seen people teach how to do this, it doesn't translate across well to the students. So even though the teacher is trying to teach it, it doesn't come across. So I'll give it my go, and then you train it, and hopefully you'll get something from me. I don't know. We'll see. The initial thing that I really like to do, because Chin Tai Chi is the Tai Chi that's known for being incredibly explosive. If you watch videos of Chen Jiaowang and his cousin, they're incredibly explosive and can move unbelievably fast with a lot of power and a lot of control. All very important. Power, control, and speed. The Chin family stuff, I love training that. It's one of my favorite styles of Tai Chi. Probably my favorite, actually, is the Chin. Though I like Yang a lot, but for Fa Qing, I really like the Chin. So as we drop, we're going to breathe in as we rise, and then we're going to trace a circle just like the yin-yang pattern. Now, one of the things I want you to think of as we're doing this is how the body is moving. Because for Fa Qing, you have to have whole body movement. So I'll do the circle a few more repetitions than I normally would. Because I want you to see the leg action, the hip action, and the spine. The spine is like the handle of the whip, okay? The spine is where all the movement starts. Not starts, but the spine is where it's directed from, the lower spine and the hips. It starts in the foot. So the foot starts the energy wave, just like your hand or your arm starts the energy wave, but it's the handle of the whip that points the direction, decides the direction of the snap, the explosion. That's what we're doing. So I'm springy from the legs, but it's my spine that directs it. So that coordinates the lower body and the upper body. As we're doing this circle, I'm bending the legs, directing with the spine, raising the legs, bending, just like that. Then what you do is you trace the midline of the yin-yang pattern. And you do a full circle again. And up to the top. And trace the midline of the yin-yang. So it's got that S curve. And you do a full circle. And trace. And you just want to have that real loose, supple feeling in the whole body and feel that connection, especially top to bottom. There's a really cool technique used by massage therapists that I've seen where if you're laying on your stomach, they put their hands like on your hips and they rock you side to side. So your hips are, if I'm laying down, they're doing this. And it's really interesting because when you're tense, your movement is just in that one area. Where you would think if you were tense, the whole body would move. But for some reason it doesn't translate that way. And just the hips move. And the more you relax, the more that movement is directed up the spine and down the legs. And if you do that long enough, after a minute, couple minutes maybe, you'll see movement in the heels. And you'll see movement in the shoulders just by rocking the hips. And that's what we want to do with our Tai Chi essentially, is when I move my hip, I feel it in the shoulder and I feel it in the heel. So I'm not just moving the hips and nothing else, but it's whole body. So I'm getting that whole body movement together. And then what happens is, if you don't change the velocity at all, say you're a ball and you're going around a circle at a constant speed, and what happens is you go into a smaller circle. If the smaller circle is half the size, it's going to double your speed. I think. We can have a physics professor double check me. But half the circle should create acceleration, a lot of acceleration. So by going from a large circle to a small circle, Aikido and different techniques like this talk about it all the time. Tai Chi, that's all it's been doing for 1,000 years, has been going from a big curve to a little curve, and all of a sudden it speeds up and accelerates. If you do that while you're relaxed, you create force. If you do it while you're tense, you create a lot of force and you hurt yourself. So don't do that. When you go to that small circle, but you keep a constant speed, it creates more and more speed. And then what you do is you start to where you do this enough, you can see all these circles through your body, and you speed them up to where you hit, right? And you're able to do Fa Qing generation. Work on this initial movement and then stay nice and relaxed. That's the key, is do it slow a lot, and you'll start getting that good connectivity, and you'll start coordinating the body, the breath, the relaxation, the fluidity, everything like that. And then I'll give you some more tips on Fa Qing coming soon. So enjoy your training. As always, thanks for watching.